When 1 million consumers start shopping with their conscience, they shift the economics of the market. My consumer purchase, therefore, may be my most powerful act of advocacy against slavery. Reegan Hill and my daughter Marissa and I are the owners of a new shop in Newport, Kentucky. It's Only Fair. 6 years ago, I was completely ignorant about the issue of human trafficking and about fair trade as well. But once I became exposed to the issue of human trafficking, after several months of research and just learning about the issue, what that looks like today, I reached the point that I knew I couldn't walk away from the issue. I knew I had to do something. I just didn't know what that would look like. Not having a background in law enforcement, social work, legal work, I really didn't know what I could do, and so I started looking for a way to engage with the issue of human trafficking. What I found was a number of nonprofits working in Cambodia and Thailand, and one of their greatest needs as they worked with rescued girls was for someone to market their products here in the U.S. And I thought, well, that's something that I could do. Something I don't think that we really think about very often is that all the products that we purchase, whether that's at the mall, at a big box store, at the market we shop at, all of those things have a story behind them. Someone grew those items, hands touched it, created it, and sometimes those stories are filled with exploitation, with child labor, slave labor, with misery. One of my most powerful times in India was 2 days that we spent with an organization called Oasis. They took us to one of their aftercare homes. When we first walked in, one of the women was sitting at a table making jewelry, and she had a bowl full of beads and was putting them on a bracelet, and I looked down and realized that I was wearing the exact same bracelet that she was creating that day. She looked up and saw it as well, and I just can hardly describe the joy and excitement I saw on her face as she realized a woman in America was actually wearing something that most likely she had created.
Reegan and I go to the same church, and so I met her there at some event. For me personally, I shop here, I shop fair trade wherever I can find it, mostly because I know that the stuff here is made by girls rescued from trafficking, and that is incredible to me, that like they can make a living by doing this and not from being raped or not from being enslaved. So it's really powerful. Like when I come in here, it's not just like jewelry and scarves and books. It's like somebody's life work. It's their income. It's their self-esteem. And if you're giving your money to like any type of business, it's empowering them in some way. Like when I come here and spend money on a wallet, it's giving this fair, it's only fair power, you know, and it's like helping them flourish, and it's helping these girls have a better life. So I think people mindlessly spend their money. They don't think about where, like, that power isn't going to a person, you know what I mean? But here it is. Like it's giving these kids a hope. We can be so removed from it in our society. Like, we're in Newport, Kentucky right now, filming in a store, and like this stuff happens right down the road. I worked with girls who were, before they were rescued, they were raped like 30 times a day. So but the fact that they can like, they can like get up and it's not happening to them, and they can like make a purse or make a pillowcase, and they know that they've earned it, that's dignity, and they don't have to sell themselves for money anymore, or no, like their moms aren't forcing them to sell themselves, or their dad or their uncle or whoever.
Another piece to what we would love to be able to do down the road is open a coffee shop that would be in conjunction with It's Only Fair, and then have a vocational training program for survivors here in northern Kentucky. If a girl's been arrested and has a criminal record for prostitution, it's really difficult for them to get a job, and so we could be that place where they learn the soft skills they need. You know, all those things that we take for granted when we have a job. A lot of people, you know, just don't have those skills. Every purchase we make is a vote for one of those stories, and it's a vote for a more just world or for the injustice that goes on in the world.